Good morning, traders. John from Candlestick Trading. Just looking at the markets, having a quick look. As we can see here, we've got resistance, breakthrough, beautiful breakthrough, increasing volume, all that sort of good stuff. It's really good. Broken through that, now we've found resistance perfectly at the 200. So what should we or could we expect from here? We know that this level here means a lot to a lot of traders. And so this here, I would be expecting to hold up as support potentially. Here we've got resistance and now we've got support. So before we had the same again, before it was like support at the 50 and resistance was up here at this level here. Now we've broken through that with confidence and we've now got resistance at the 200, which is around about 48.5, and we've got support now at 45.6, 45.7, around about somewhere there. So if we close below this level here, I would definitely be looking to get into a defensive position, but not until I will start liquidating and getting out of my positions when it closes. If it closes below this, if it trades below this candle here, that's okay. If it closes below this candle here, I'm not going to be looking for a long-term hold on this one here at all. Here we've got resistance. This is where the bodies I've cut the weeks out here, and it's a little bit too low because it doesn't coincide with this. So there's a lot of traders here that found support that were trading this at the time. Now it's gone down, and this here it's broken through, and these same traders that were over here, pushed it up to this, like these levels here. But we can see clearly that we're broken through. So this doesn't matter anywhere near as much as what it did before. For the resistance side, it now looks as though it's becoming support. So if this comes down to here and offers support, and then we get some sort of reversal off here, I don't think that I'll be buying again. I want to wait until we get above the 200, and then be looking for reversals off that, and then I'll be adding to my positions or whatever. So at the moment where I'm at, I'm quite happy with my positions, and I'm not going to be getting into the market anymore, because at the moment, again, we're between a rock and a hard place. We've got resistance and support, and so until we break out of this either way with a solid close, then I'll know which direction I'll be trading. There are a few here that do look really good. Actually, to be honest, about 2 hours ago, it looked really good. There was quite a few that were really, quite strong and everything, but now they've backed off a lot. But here, check this out. This is awesome. Gone down here, massive run, a beautiful pullback, and now we're getting engulfing, closing above, massive volume, stochastics coming out oversold. This is awesome. I don't know what's going on. I'll probably have to go and have a look and see what's going on with waves. But here we can see, like down here, we've got a double bottom. First close above the 50. Like even if that was an entry there, at that price there, that's $12. Now it's $44, and that's in a pretty short period of time. But these kind of runs will happen a lot more frequently with a lot more other cryptos when Bitcoin's broken above the 200 and showing good strength. At the moment, it's just not, it's good, but it's not excellent. What we need is a breakout like this with Bitcoin breaking above the 200, and then we can look at some other stuff. There's one that I wanted to show you to what I'm expecting. So with this here, like it's come down, it's gone up, and then it's broken through. Now I'm expecting a pullback and hopefully a bounce off that. And I noticed this one here with the New Zealand Australia dollar. Now I know, yes, this isn't a actual cryptocurrency, but it is a currency. It's the same pattern. So here we've got support, breakthrough, we've got resistance, cup and handle, breaking above the 50, finding support at the 50. Look at that, it started from a rocket booster right here, and then up to there, up to the 200, then pull back. Now we're broken above that, with a rocket booster there. But, I wouldn't have got in here. Like this here is too close to me, at the 200 there. I don't like this sort of position here. If the 200 was at this same level here and it broke out, I'll be all over it for sure. But here we've got an engulfing closing above. That would have been my entry there. But now what am I expecting? If I would have bought up here, and now I've got my stop losses, say, just a little bit below that low there, I'm actually expecting that, we might come back and find support at these levels here, because this level here is very important to traders. And, we can see a huge amount of volume that's come in here. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this pattern here because it's exactly what we're looking at now. And this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a pullback and then possibly a bounce on Bitcoin the way we see it. It's gone up there now. Will we come back down, get a bounce on support, which is previous resistance, and then take off? That's one thing that I'll be keeping my eyes out for. So this market was looking really good about 2 hours ago, and I kind of went and did some analysis and stuff, and I just thought, I'll bring it up now during the video. But here we've got a downtrending market. So, it's gone down. We're broken above with engulfing, then we pulled back, and then we're broken above again with, it's not quite a morning star, but it's a piercing signal, and we're broken up. I'll just get rid of those drawings so we can kind of have a bit of a closer look. Now this earlier, this red candle here was a nice big fat green candle, and it was looking really good. And so I was kind of thinking, oh yeah, I'll put that at the top of the list and we'll have a look at that. But anyway, now it's pulled back and it's closed below the 50. So there's obviously still investors that are unsure about that one there. This one here also was a full body candle. Look at that, almost a rocket booster sort of thing. The body's a bit too big, but like it's still, it represents the same thing. It opened up here, it traded lower, it was red. Now all of a sudden we've gone red to green and we've closed above the 50. So, it's good. And stochastics coming out of oversold from the lows. Look at that beautiful engulfing that that started it off. Inverted hammer, and then we've got an engulfing not shortly after it. And then we've got, another buy here. So even if you didn't get, any entries down here, which is a bit, a little bit too risky. If Bitcoin is above the 200 and trading well and strong and all that sort of stuff, and then we see something come down into a low, and, and then we're seeing, this kind of action here, reversal action, I like to get in as early as I can. So I'd probably be, looking at these kind of things here, and then, having a second entry here. But, here, this one here was big and green not long ago, but not now. And this one here, so beautiful downtrending line, breakthrough. Look at that, nice breakthrough with this candle here, and then, we're taking off. Will we get a pullback down to here, back down to the 50 maybe, or back down to some sort of, like we could be on support there. Look at that, it's gone up, resistance, breakthrough, come back, and now found, like, it looks like it could be finding support at that level right there. We'll have to wait and see. It'll be interesting to see what Bitcoin does. This one here, this was really good before. Low, high, high, low, engulfing, and then another engulfing closing above the 9, and just keeps on going. Now, beautiful closing candle like this. This is the same sort of pattern as Tron, the way I'm seeing it with Tron. But this was green earlier, like not long ago. This was green, but this could still be, if Bitcoin was in a strong position, this could have still been bought because of this candle here. This candle here is the candle that has told us that we're in a bull market with this particular market, with Harmony. And, and we could buy it. So even if it was to pull back a little bit, sometimes, if we're in a raging bull market, like even if it pulls back a little bit after a breakout, I'm going from what this breakout is, and I'll be, getting more coin, and my stop's close. And, like I'd be able to buy that and reap the rewards if it was to turn around and go up. But so far, this is looking really good. Look at that massive reversal, engulfing, pull back, and, found support around here somewhere. And we've got an engulfing, another engulfing there, and closing above. Great volume, stochastics out of oversold from the lows. This is a good one. I like it. And whereabouts could we go to? So that's about 16 cents now, and we're looking at, the first point of resistance here is 21 cents, 21.5 cents. We'll just do a few more. Here, look at that nice big basing, pull back, and then took off, from here. So this is like, the same sort of thing with the cut with handle. If we look at this here, like, it's very slight, but it is. If we come down here, we've got this nice little thing there. It's gone up, and then it's pulled back. If we have even a small pullback like that, this is showing huge strength. If there's not much of a pullback, but there is a pullback, and look at it pulled back to the support on the 50, and then it took off from there. So, this here is looking really good. Where's the first point that we could be looking at for a target? And, I'll just get rid of that. I'll get rid of that too because I'm still on the drawing mode. The first point I'll be looking at is the 200. If we went above that, I'd be looking at 36, and then I'm going all the way over here now, from these lows here, and then that's 38.5. So yeah, like it's looking pretty good. We've had like a nice run up, and then we've got a beautiful cup, nice handle, beautiful breakout with this handle. Like, look at the volume coming into that. Excellent. If we were to pull back down to around about these levels here, 19.5, I'll probably have a look at that. Depending on where Bitcoin is. I was going to set an alert just in case. Righto. But then again, my portfolio is pretty full, so I don't want to, I don't have all my money out there working at the moment. I've got some positions, but I'm waiting for one or two to fail and for one or two to take off. So I'll put the failing money into the successful money and then see how it goes. But it all counts, depends on what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing from here on. So we'll have to wait and see. But, look at this. We've got nice support. And then we've gone up here, and then bang, look at the volume. Stochastics coming out oversold from the lows on that support there, FIL. So I was looking at that, only 2 days ago thinking, oh yeah, like this is looking pretty good. I like this rounding base. like cup sort of thing, and a little bit of a pullback. The last one was better because the pullback was above the 50. This here, the pullback is below the 50, so I wasn't really all that interested in it, because of that reason. And then this one here, this one was, this was looking really good an hour ago. Not now. From a low to a high, kind of a bit of a pullback there. Now it come down, up, and then broken above here. Like I want to see a good solid close above this handle here before anything happens. And before it was a good solid closing, a good solid candle above, but it wasn't a closing one. Now here's what I'm just been talking about. We've come down, we've gone up, we've broken previous resistance, then come back down and found support on previous resistance, and then taken off. And look at that beautiful candle that it did. Like it's almost like a rocket booster sort of thing. Full body closing candle up there. It'd be interesting to see where we go. This one here was looking, this was a Morningstar reversal. It was looking really good. I was going to get into this one here. This was one of my ones that I thought, yep, I've got to get into this one here. But if we have a look at that, we've had a big sell-off, declining volume like on the selling, and now we've got, like a little bit of green, a bit more green starting to happen around these lows here. But we've got this here, we've got a Harami doji, and then another doji, and then we've kind of taken off. But before, this was, like around about that price there, 266 or somewhere. It was, like there was no wick. It was a full green candle. And so that to me is a Morningstar reversal. And, like even though there's two here, you're not supposed to have two, but there's, we've got a sell-off, we've got two indecision, and then we've got an engulfing. If we took these two indecision, this, that green one was engulfing the red, but anyway, it's not now. So, can't trade it. So, got to trade the rules. But, have a look at this. Massive withdrawal of money that's come out of here. Stochastic's way oversold, huge volume. It was a really good candle, but it's not now. Anyway, got to trade what we got, not what we think, like, or what we'd like to have, Here, so support, breakthrough. Now at resistance, rocket boosted through resistance, bit of a pullback, and then take off again. So I like that volume there. I don't like this one here. Stochastics being in the overbought. Massive big red there, indecision doji. Yeah, what's going on there? A little bit funny about that one there. This one here was looking really good, like an hour ago, so 2 hours ago. So I do like this one here. Like that's like a massive, big, slow, long cup there. Massive strength came back into the market there, and then pull back and less liquidity. Something is going to take off. This is going to be pretty explosive when this happens, whether it's going to be to the north side or the south, and this is showing more signs to the north. It depends a lot on what Bitcoin's going to do, but there's less and less people want to sell. That's why this is going up. And once it gets to here, there's going to be an explosion somewhere. Whether it's going to be to the upside or the downside, we'll wait and see. It all depends on what Bitcoin's going to do. Tron. So these highs here. Now with Tron, I'm actually thinking that like we haven't had a cup a handle yet. So this is the big cup here, and then we've got like a shooting star, which doesn't look very good at previous resistance. So could we get a handle formation from here? Absolutely, but it all depends on what Bitcoin's going to do. We've got stochastics overbought as well, so just something to keep our mind on right there. Big kind of ugly looking cup there with a little bit of a handle. Yeah, it's just, yep, not all that excited about Dash, to be honest. This one here. Yep, nice. We got like a nice rise there. So that rise there, like that's 41 up to 72. So there's more than 30% there. Nice big pullback. We're engulfing, closing above now. So that's, even if we didn't get these two here, which I wouldn't have got because I didn't like the position Bitcoin was in. But this one here was definitely, like a tradable entry right there. So, but anyway, I didn't get that. Like you know what I got with the last ones. I'm still in those positions from yesterday. So I just kind of wait and see what happens. Here we've got a nice trend line. Look at that, engulfing, closing above the 200 and the 9. Pull back a little bit, but it doesn't matter if it pulls back. It's only done the wrong thing when it trades below this candle here or below the swing low. So if you buy this here and it kind of mucks around a little bit, just kind of let it go and wait to see what happens, because we should know that whatever happens between your buy price and the low price is just normal fluctuations in the market. But like we can't wait for a candle like this and then one like this and go, okay, no, I'm out, I've got to sell. Because we've got a line here, a dot there, and a dot there, and so we can draw a line up there. So even if this was to pull back, I'd be expecting a pullback maybe to that line there. If it traded anywhere below here, I'd be out for sure. But look at that, we've got like an almost rocket booster kind of thing going into there. Good volume accumulation there. Stochastics coming out oversold. Yeah, you know, it's got some good stuff, but I don't really like the hesitation that's going on at the moment. And the only reason why that hesitation's there is because Bitcoin is where it's at. So here, nice touch there, bit of a breakthrough touch, and then, you know, a little of a wick at the top there. And then we've got like a morning star breaking through with an engulfing, oh, sorry, not engulfing, well, it is an engulfing if you took that one away there. But it's almost like a rocket booster. But I don't like this shooting star looking thing straight after it. But still, this has done some pretty amazing things. It's you know, there's a lot of traders who've been waiting for this here. So we've got support, 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 massive close above that one there with awesome volume, and you know, come up to here. Now we've pulled back onto the 200 and broken above, you know, supporting the 200 and the 9, broken above the 50 and the downtrending line. Man, this is awesome. This is really good. Yeah, I like sand. I'm in sand anyway, so like I don't know what's going to happen, but I got in a few. Actually, I got in before, so. Down here, nice cut with handle. This was a full body candle before with, you know, it was looking really good, but you know, you can kind of see the pattern that I've, you know, like it just stands out. It's there. Now here, this one, ETH, yep, so ETH is pretty much the same as Bitcoin. But let's just have a look at something here. The trend line. So there's, you can kind of see that trend line there pretty clearly. So we've got, you know, resistance, and then, you know, nice big slow thing there, and now we've got a breakthrough. We've got an increasing volume there too, which is good. But you know, increasing volume as the candles get smaller isn't very good. You know, because if we look at this here, that means that there was quite a few sellers in there. There's probably about 60% people got out of this trade before the end of the day, and that's only 10 minutes away. Shooting star, you know, it's just rejection at the 200 and the previous high. You know, we can see that quite easily. And so I'm still in this one here. Man, this is green a couple of hours ago. But anyway, like so, down here we've got low, high, low. That's not quite. Another high, low, engulfing. High, low, high, low, and then we've gone up to here. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we do with this one here. But we are, you know, by definition making, you know, we're in an uptrend by definition, or started an uptrend anyway. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Down here, yep, nice. So Sol, yep, Sol's a good one. I mean that, so yeah, rocket booster there. Nice close above, bit of a pullback, which is good, exactly what we want. We don't want markets that go straight up, because the ones that go straight up usually come straight down. What we want to do is have a market go up, a little bit of profit taking, go up, a little bit of profit taking. It's kind of like stepping stones, like, you know, or you know, climbing up a ladder. And so, you know, now, like, it's a bit like with Bitcoin, you know, we can kind of see that, you know, we've got over one platform, and now we need to get over the next one, you know. So dot, look at that, resistance, support, and support. I'll get it right in a minute. Support, resistance, and resistance again. Shooting star, like, you know, it's done a great thing getting up to here, but this is a cup with a small handle, and so whereabouts am I expecting the first support to be? Around about this level here, around about 2140, or, you know, somewhere around there, 2120. We'll just have to wait and see what happens there. But I don't like that shooting star at, you know, that signifies reversal immediately. Reversal at a shooting star at previous resistance. This one here, not much there. Yep, this one here, pull back, nice, you know, but same again, you know, we've got support, resistance, you know, and that's not looking very good. This to me is, you know, like the big money, the traders have, you know, like they're taking profits at the moment. So got a touch, broken through, pull back, support in the 50, and a nice takeoff. So it's doing the right things. Now, another thing that I do here that I like to do as well is, as soon as we've got lows, highs, high lows, high highs, I want to draw a trend line. So let's just open this up a little bit so I can kind of see a bit better. But so we've got a touch here, it's gone up, and then it's pulled back and it's touched again. Now it's gone up and rested on the 50. Gone up. Now we might even just see sideways sort of stuff here. So a very typical thing to happen would be, actually I could even draw that line further back, because, you know, I could include this big block buying that just started there. So anyway, we've got, you know, support there, and then resistance here, and then, you know, resistance there, and break through nicely, but not with very much volume. And now, you know, so I'd be expecting that we could go sideways till around about here, and then, you know, see if this trend line continues. But you know, the market will tell us what's going to happen. So traders, that's probably it for me. You know, I've done it again, 20 minutes in, so I just keep on going. So anyway, I hope this has helped. If you need any help with your charting or whatever, you know, like, where crypto's at or whatever, let me know. Happy to help. Talk again soon. See you.